Good morning everyone, it's currently 5 a.m. here in Sydney and all I can hear is just the birds. I just arrived on location with my people mover for the first pickup of the day. On the other side of the bay I can see the sunrise, which is a lovely thing to be seen in the morning, and it looks like it's going to be an amazing day. And welcome to another day in my chauffeur life. Just look at that. There's nothing better in life than a sunrise. Another day, another life.
My name is Ratko, a Sydney-based chauffeur, aka Ray. On this channel I share my passion by giving you a glimpse into my chauffeur life.
I'm going to have my coffee first, and then after that I'm gonna take you to the Sydney domestic airport. And welcome to the domestic airport here in Sydney. This is the procedure that I want to show you how I pick up my clients from both terminals. Terminal 2 and Terminal 3, both reserved for the domestic flights here in Australia. Good afternoon everyone, and this is the Sydney domestic airport. Also, it's another day in my chauffeur life. I'm currently waiting at the limousine holding area. This is the place where all these limousine operators are waiting for their clients to come out from the terminal. In order to park in this parking, you have to have an access to the terminal, which you can obtain from the Sydney Manager. Sydney Manager is a section from the Sydney airport where you can actually get this permit. There are actually some pretty good cars there. And good chauffeurs. Both domestic and international airport in Sydney, or airport in general, could be considered as a playground of each chauffeur's life. Usually what I do when the plane lands, I always make sure I'm on location. So I'm gonna be at this holding area, and by the time the client comes out, probably it's gonna take 15 to 20 if he's quick, or also could take up to half an hour if they are taking their time inside. Anyway, it's our task to wait for the client until they are done inside the terminal, and usually we meet and greet them outside the carousels, which is the curbside from both terminals, Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. When talking about the terminals, there are two terminals at the Sydney Domestic Airport, which is Terminal 2 and Terminal 3, while the Terminal 1 is for international flights. At the Terminal 2 are landing the flights of Jetstar, Virgin and Rex, while the Terminal 3 is reserved exclusively and owned by the national carrier Qantas. So what I usually do, as soon as the plane lands, I'm gonna text my client. If it's an old existing client, he knows exactly, or she knows exactly what to do and where to meet me. But when it comes to the new clients, I usually text them saying, I'm on site, your vehicle is waiting for you. When you're ready, please meet me at the curbside outside the carousels. In addition to that, if you decide to buy a lunch, if you decide to chat to your friends, don't forget that every chauffeur is getting charged for it. So they might add that up to your bill, but that's entirely up to the chauffeur's discretion. Rule number 1, you have to be on time, and rule number 2, your vehicle has to be 100% clean. Because it doesn't matter what do you drive. You might be driving a brand new car, but if it's dirty inside, that ruins the whole picture. While on the other side, if you're driving not that new vehicle, but it's 100% clean inside, you can get away with that. And very important thing, always confirm their first name, because it happened. I know stories that happened to some of the drivers. They've picked up the wrong person. You don't want to be caught up with that while being on way to the destination. Turns out that's not the client you've been waiting for, so you have to take him back and wait for your real client. And as soon as you confirm if that's the person you're waiting for, you're good to go. If it's an old client, obviously he knows me, he will approach. So always help with the bags. It doesn't matter if it's a lady or a gentleman, so we'll take his bags and help him putting inside the vehicle. But if the client is new and he doesn't know me, I usually hold a whiteboard, which could be an iPad. Some chauffeurs are writing the client's name on a piece of paper with a text up. However, I think holding an iPad, it looks more professional, and then client will approach. Usually from the domestic airport to the city, to the CBD, Central Business District, it takes about 20 minutes, but sometimes in the peak hour traffic could take up to an hour. There's a freeway that takes you out to the city, not necessarily faster. Sometimes, especially in the morning when that freeway is packed, we take the people the back way, and obviously it's going to be faster. However, there are a lot of businessmen that are traveling to Sydney from another Australian cities. They might say to you, take me the fastest way possible. So you have to take him to the freeway. If the freeway is packed, you can say to him, look, the freeway is packed this morning. It's really bumper to bumper. I do know some alternative ways to the city. Would you mind me taking you the back way? So if they say yes, you can take him to the back way, but always make sure you take him to the fastest way, which is the freeway. Finally, time to pick up my client. From the holding area to the terminal, it takes no longer than 2 minutes driving. And I hope you did like this video about the Sydney domestic airport. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, obviously give me a thumbs down. It's still helping me to improve my content, and see you next time.